Alex, I'll start with you. There are beautiful moments in this where you get to shake hands with Scarlet, the day octopus whose journey you follow, but that's not the only extraordinary encounter or experience you have. What's going through your head in those moments? Like, how much is it you getting lost in the moment versus having to kind of be more technical, kind of think of the process of capturing it properly?
Well, I guess I had the luxury of just being able to be completely mindful in the moment.
Okay.
All the capturing I left up to Adam. So I didn't really even think, oh, is this my good side? I was just so enthralled in what was going on in front of me. Like you said, we had these incredible moments where the day octopus Scarlet would shake my hand, she'd let me swim alongside her, and she'd recognize me every time I'd return to her den. And so I just felt like I was completely lost in the moment. There are even times down there where you're in this really busy coral reef, but everything just felt like it stood still and it was just me and Scarlet in this underwater world.
So Adam, does it make you wish that you were kind of in Alex's shoes in those moments, kind of having that experience?
Well, I didn't have to wish because a lot of the effort in making this film was time filming the animals for different behaviors when Alex wasn't with us. I had the opportunity to actually meet Scarlett and interact with her on
Okay.
my own a bit. And then when Alex joined us to further the filming, I was able to step back and watch this incredible acceptance of an octopus, this strange alien creature who sort of knew who I was. That was fine. But then along comes Alex, and in no time at all, she's reaching out to Alex and really bonding, if you will.
Yeah. 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 I love the moments of, especially when Alex, when you describe like the referential signals between the octopus and the trout. What have you both most learned about being a human that you wouldn't have learned if you hadn't had the experiences you've had with octopuses or being a part of this project?
I think, well, I mean, I study the evolution of intelligence. And for the longest time, we're always claiming that certain intelligent traits are just exclusive to humans. That's just not the way evolution works. They didn't just sprout up in our species. And so what we're seeing is that even though they might not be the exact same traits that we have, we're seeing glimmers of intelligence in animals that are far removed from ourselves. Sure, at first we started seeing it in chimpanzees and maybe elephants and dolphins, but now we're seeing these kind of glimmers of intelligence in an octopus that diverged 550 million years ago. So I guess it makes you feel a little bit less unique, but it also makes you feel way more connected to the animals that we share our planet with.
I'd just follow on to that because for me, animals have always been a vast interest, obviously, in all of the work we do. But what's become so much clearer, as Alex is talking about, is that there are lots of animals out there that have their own intelligence, their own emotions, and we have only been looking at them from through a human lens. And if you can step past that lens and watch them in their own world, you understand how much more there is to them. There is evolution has, we're not that unique in having relationships, emotions, perceptions, curiosity, all of these traits that we think of as very human. They're out there. And that's what I hope the series will do, is to make people aware that there are all kinds of creatures out there that deserve respect and protection.
Do you feel like you both are, especially in the focus of octopuses, that you're more hyper focused as people because as it's touched on in the series, like, there's a sequence early on with Alex trying to locate them for a while, and you probably spend like hours more than what's shown in the documentary series. I just imagine if you're like really trying to look for all these areas and then they're in disguise or hiding, like I would just step out into the world and I would just be like looking at things more deeply. So I wonder if it has that effect, if or it's just a silly question.
No, I mean, I think it does. It makes you hyper aware of everything that's surrounding you. And you kind of pick up these tricks along the way. Like you said, at first it feels like an impossible task. You're trying to find a creature that's literally called the master of camouflage. But once you become familiar with their underwater world, there are signs. So Scarlet, who's a day octopus, they generally tend to live in these really large brain corals. And so that's where we'd head to first. And we had another trick up our sleeve. So the day octopuses can collaboratively hunt with fish. And one type of fish, the honeycomb groper, would follow a single octopus around like a puppy dog. So I
Mhm.
would joke it would be the octopus's Labrador. So if you spot a honeycomb groper near a brain coral, there would almost always be an octopus right next to it. And so, yeah, we use these kind of tricks as we went away. But I guess, yeah, it does open your eyes to everything. And you're constantly looking for any type of creature out there that might not be seen straight away.
There's some moments in here, or there's a moment where we get to see the possibility of an octopus dreaming. And I wonder if you've ever given, how much thought do you give to that with the possibility of their dreams kind of being like ours, where they're extremely weird when you're dreaming, but when you wake up, you're like, oh. So I'm just curious if you think that it aligns more with humans more than we may realize.
Well, I think, I think we'll probably never know
Yeah.
what they're thinking or what they're dreaming about. But I think it's pretty clear that there is something going on that is not just sleep, that they're processing information. We don't know what that is, but it could be about where they found the best food today, or where there was a moray eel in a hole that they need to avoid, but somehow they have to process all of the incredible amount of information that they generate in any waking moment. And so it just seems really likely that that's what they are doing in this active sleep state. And it does make you feel more connected to to an octopus. It's like watching your dog, lying on the rug, snoozing, and, they're making little whimpering noises and their feet are going, their whiskers are, it's the same thing. Clearly, there's something going on there, and it just makes us more connected to this very strange creature that we would never have thought of.
Yeah, I mean, that scene, I think, really offers a beautiful window into the octopus mind. And the most exciting thing is that, yeah, we have a creature that we normally overlook as not having the capacity to feel emotions or dream. And here it is appearing to dream. And the really amazing thing is dreams has been linked to dreams in humans has been linked to consciousness. So what does that mean
Yeah.
for these animals?